Hi, Schlockmeisters fans. We are going to watch Superstar, the Karen Carpenter story. Let's check it out. Our movie starts February 4th, 1983. The date Karen Carpenter died. Karen's not doing well.
What happened? Why, at the age of 32, was this smooth-voiced girl from Downey, California, who led a raucous nation smoothly into the 70s, found dead in her parents' home?
You're so far away. I fell in love with you.
What you need is
the
a
cast
singer.
is represented by Barbie dolls.
Sing and play keys and lead a band all at the same time.
What is that? Is that Karen? It is Karen. Richard, I think we just found you your singer.
They meet the record producer.
You kids are young, fresh, and it'll just be up to me to make young and fresh a happening thing. I know it's a rough road out there, mistakes are...
The beginnings of the anorexia.
Wear long dresses, Karen. I don't care what you read about the midi or the maxi.
I will not wear that hip hugger thing, Mother. It makes me look really fat.
Fat. I swear, ever since that stupid columnist called you Hardy or something.
He called me chubby.
Whatever.
Is one that plagues many, many young women like her. The name of this private obsession? Anorexia nervosa.
What is anorexia nervosa?
Anorexia nervosa is a condition of self-starvation.
I don't see shows like that anymore.
That's for sure.
I look really fat.
Oh, come
Karen,
on, Nick.
please.
Karen. Hey, if I don't say so myself, I think we both look pretty good up there. Yeah. But who was that sexy chick at the microphone?
How's your meat?
Fine. How's your salad?
Horrible. I can't eat it.
Send it back.
I'm not even hungry.
She's
I'm
not
sick
eating
of
much.
road food. I like the way I look.
Karen, you starve yourself. All you ever eat is salad and iced tea.
I really don't know why you're making such a big deal out of this.
Here, eat this. I just want to see you take a bite.
Karen's taking laxatives now.
What are you doing with these?
I'm so sleepy.
How many laxatives did you take?
Oh, I don't remember.
What are you trying to do? Ruin both our careers?
Karen collapses from exhaustion.
Karen, I think she's coming too.
Karen,
Where am I?
You're in the hospital, dear.
you collapsed on stage.
From exhaustion and mounted...
But she doesn't stop taking the EX-LAX.
Oh, you liar!
Don't tell Mom and Dad, Richard.
Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I tell them? You know, you are just ruining
I
us.
do. I'll tell them about you and your private life.
Say one word to them. One fucking word, Karen.
They're gonna find out sooner or later.
You little bitch!
Karen ends up getting married at some point in the early 80s.
I know. I know I'm sick. I know something's wrong. And I need help.
It's a long, hard battle.
Karen seeks help.
How long?
3 years, minimum.
3 years? That's out of the question.
Karen, listen to me. If you really want to shake this thing, you'll have to put everything else aside for as long as it takes.
Sherry is Pat Boone's oldest daughter who recovered from anorexia.
What do you mean by family crusher?
You should go with her, Agnes, to check out this Levencraw character.
No. No one is to come with me. I've got to do this alone. She cleaned her plate.
Karen eventually does start eating again and actually gains weight.
But it's true. It's true, and she's even back to her old favorites now. Chili and tacos.
And that 3-course meal.
But she apparently keeps using various things again. Our movie ends with her dying. That was her real crypt at the time. Alright, let's talk about this movie, Superstar, a Karen Carpenter story. This is a movie that was made by Todd Haynes, the director. He's actually gone on to become an accomplished director. He directed Carol a couple years ago, which earns him some notoriety. This movie he made while he was in college. I think he was in film school at the time and just kind of did a little project on his own. And that's what you have here. He decided to make the Karen Carpenter story, but use dolls instead of real people, although there are some real people stuff mixed in as well. And of course he used actual real music from the Carpenters, which is why this doesn't get an actual live or widespread release today. He actually, I don't know if he was distributing it on his own or whatever, but he ended up having a copyright lawsuit filed against him by Richard Carpenter, Karen's sister, which he lost. So this thing just isn't allowed anywhere, although there are bootlegs of this thing floating around. I actually had a bootleg VHS of it, and now I have a bootleg DVD-R of it. So there you go. The movie itself is about 43 minutes long, and it's basically the Karen Carpenter story with dolls. It starts out when she and Richard were first starting a band and getting into the business. And it talks about or shows her dieting. Apparently a reporter called her chubby in some magazine somewhere, and that just kind of set her off. And she was always conscious about her weight. She was always thin, but she decided to go thinner and thinner, and she kept dieting using EX-LAX and diet supplements and just basically not eating. She suffered from anorexia. Eventually, at some point in the 80s, she actually got help and was going through a program. It's not quite clear whether or not she actually finished that program. At one point, she did gain 30 pounds back, and she remained about 110 pounds for the rest of her life. But there had already been a lot of damage done to her body from years of anorexia, and I guess her heart was having problems adjusting to the sudden weight gain she had because it was a strain on the heart because she'd been so thin. So anyway, she ended up dying, and actually her death actually spawned a lot more recognition about anorexia. So she did have a lovely voice. I do like the Carpenters sound. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, I guess you could say. But anyway, the movie itself is pretty cool. It's very well done, and of course, like I said, it does use actual music from the Carpenters. So you're not going to this just thing won't ever get a real release because I'm sure Richard Carpenter and the Carpenter family are mortified by something like this. But it really is well done. They actually did make a Karen Carpenter movie, a Karen Carpenter story starring Cynthia Gibb, which was a made-for-TV movie. I think they authorized that one. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but this one certainly isn't. So, but anyway, it's kind of a fun film. If you look around online, you can find this thing floating around. Maybe it's on YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. You can track down places who are selling the DVD-R of it, and like I did here, so yeah, there you go. It's called Karen Carpenter, Superstar, the Karen Carpenter story, and it's a pretty good film. So if you can find it, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. We'll talk about it. Karen Carpenter, Superstar. Watch it.